me strength.
Keep the dog chasing its tail. Oh, blood bag! Breathing! Watch for my lead.
Another king lost, Abel.
Stop washing your face with mead.
How can I face Halfdan Jarl now? I failed him again.
We can take the battle to what remains of Rued's clan before they hit back.
Easier said than done. His men are holed up in Borg Castle, a fortress on the sea.
On the sea? Then it must have a harbor.
It does. Guarded by a gate of hefty iron, held in place by timber spikes, difficult to force open.
Timber burns.
It does, but how do we reach it?
We rig your ship with oil at her front. Sail it ablaze at the gate.
They would see us coming, long before we reached the walls.
We raise a Fiat, an army of East Anglia's farmers. Throw them at the front gate as a distraction.
Saxons willing to die for a bunch of Danes? It's a stretch.
It can work, Finir. If they fight in Oswald's name, that is all the courage they will need. You there? Did you hear of Thane Oswald's fate?
Aye, we did. He dragged Rued to the bowels of hell, the Dane devil.
Rued may be gone, but his clan still plagues East Anglia. And would you join us to rid your kingdom of his dogs?
For Oswald? Aye, anything.
2 eager Saxons is not yet defeated. But you may be right. We may have a chance.
I can ride to Elmenham and muster what remains of Oswald's men there. But who else would join us?
The Reeve of Thetford, Winston. He's a bitter old barnacle, but he would fight to the death for this land.
We can assemble a forward camp at the ruins north of Burr Castle.
Ride with me, Finir. Let's pay this Reeve a visit.
With any hope, Theodort remains untouched by Rued's violence.
Hope is a scarce word in this kingdom.
Maybe so, but I would rather hold on to something, anything, than ride with empty hands.
If Rued's clan continues to roam this kingdom unchecked, the people of East Anglia will be as ravaged as these lands.
And where do we find ourselves? Riding into defense to beg a horde of frightened farmers for aid.
To fight for a king that you gave them, Finir. Remember that.
It was my task to find them a king, not protect that king against every danger that might befall him.
Oswald wasn't crowned yet, nor was he married. I say you have some work yet to do.
Right. No need to remind me how far
Fucking farmers must have more than this.
Watch your back. Rued's clan may still be nearby.
Sword and silver.
Eat, my child.
Theobald, just ahead.
Wood smoke and ash. Rued's men have been here.
Everything is gone, Ree. Everything.
Ah, my friend, we will rebuild, I promise you.
You have a will of iron coming here, knowing your kind did all this.
Rued's clan is your enemy, not me. I come on behalf of the late Oswald of Elmenham.
You're still a Dane from top to two. It's your meddling that led to Oswald's death, leaving our kingdom for the worse.
Oswald died defending East Anglia, defending you. Will you not do the same?
What? Die in defense of a lost cause? I have problems of my own.
East Anglia will fall if Rued's clan is not defeated. Fight with me to drive them off. For Oswald and your kinsmen.
Pretty words, Dane. But the men of Theovard have their own battles to fight.
If you need an axe, I'm standing right here.
There's a village to the east, Kingsbury. It was taken by Rued's men a fortnight ago. And I'll not rest until it's back in our hands.
Let me and my raiders take the village. Save your strength and join us for the fight to come.
Bold offer. If you do as you promise, the pikes at Theovard will be yours.
I will take this news to our forward camp, Eivor. Follow when you can.
I will see you there.
Kingsbury's church has a great horn atop its steeple. If you manage the task, blew it, I'll know you kept your word.
Ah, my friend, we will rebuild, I promise you.
I ain't got the strength no more.
Stand tall.
I should not be seen in this area. Time to sound the horn and signal victory. The Reeve has come to join me. Let's hope his promise holds.
The horn! It's been so long since I've heard that sweet sound!
Praise be!
I held to my oath, Reeve. I hope you will honor yours.
My promise holds, aye. They of Ord will join you in the fight against Rued's clan.
With your aid, we may yet save East Anglia.
In past times, that horn was used to muster fyrds all across our land. You may find others who have warmed to its call.
Good. Whatever willing men you find, rally them soon at the ruins north of Burr Castle.
Bears his sword and fear.
Theobald has answered the call. I should join Finir at our forward camp. The Kingsbury Horn has inspired more than a few farmers to action. feel stronger already. Well now. Those men must have heard the horn's call. The people of East Anglia have more courage than I imagined. That horn came from Elmenham. Valdis must have got to them.
Eivor! Word of your actions in Theoborn.
The
Men are pouring in from across East Anglia, and our ships stand ready.
Theodward's Reeve is with us. His men will be here soon.
More than his. The Kingsbury Horn has inspired men all across this kingdom. We will have the army we need. It seems Oswald got what he wanted in the end. Saxon and Dane united in common cause.
A pity he's not here to see it.
The forces will be ready soon. Are you ready to start the assault?
I am.
Our target is Burg Castle, said to be impenetrable.
Good. Let them have their false confidence.
By cover of night, Baldus will lead the field at the front gates. With Rued's men distracted, our forces move on the sea gate from the backwaters at their backs.
And once we're in, we'll leave no gate closed in that castle. Rued's men cannot be allowed to dig in further. Your longship, is she ready?
She awaits her own special glory. They need your words, Abel.
This land you call home is on the verge of ruin. Burned and pillaged by Rued's clan, it bears the scars of an age of endless war. But today, we will reclaim her. Today, we fight for your land. And tomorrow, we rebuild!
For East Anglia.
For East Anglia.
Now is the time, and for all. The brothers' fleet, gathered and
Eivor!
ready.
Word of your actions in Theoborn has spread like wildfire. You remember the dream I spoke of?
You sailed through Helheim on a ship of fire.
Here, it may come to pass.
Dreams, life. Maybe they are one and the same. Tonight I ride the flaming sea steed, rushing for the spear dim. A watcher alight on water's wake. Another glory I will keep. Ready yourself. Ruined ship things will see us coming.
We've been spotted!
Steady! Hold course!
Ready yourselves to brace, men! We bring Helheim to our enemies! Oh, nice! They greet us with some of their own from the air! Arrows! Praise! Odin's hell! The sword maidens take them swiftly.
Close one, that one!
Keep your shield arms limber! Harden yourselves, men!
Steady your hands! Hold for impact! Hold! No! Forward! Get that ram in place! We need to open these gates!
Put that glorious ram to use! Ruin's dogs are on guard! Prepare This is for Oswald! You're coming to die on my blade!
Let's hit them hard!
Fight smart! Keep the bones of Egypt busy! Let's bleed here!
ours, twig spine.
Stand back! This will be over soon.
Worried up for me! You must stop!
Silence, fool!
So this is what it comes to, Wolfkist? 2 Danes fighting over a filthy Saxon whoreson? If this swine is your prize, come and get him!
A miserable clan you lead, Ruin.
Yes, and one that has bled this country dry for 2 summers. You are finished here, Ruined.
Your battle is not yet won, Oswald. Flee, Ruin, while pity restrains my blade.
Not till I've taken all these shores have to offer. For a Saxon king, the Sagas will scorn this day!
For all your efforts, only the cold dark of Niflheim awaits you.
Valhalla is my destiny. They should be ruled, wolf-kissed. Made thralls, not treated as equals. We are better than this. Then all of them!
Do not drag me down to the sewage you wallow in.
Valhalla is my destiny. That fate will end today. Why does a Dane fight tooth and nail for a sack? This land is rife with weakness, and you are just another blighted dot upon it. Nothing a little fire cannot burn. Why does a Dane fight tooth and nail for a Saxon? This Saxon of all!
He has an abundance that which you do not. He's fit to rule, fit to lead. You are not but a murderous plunderer.
I will enjoy this!
Thank you.
You'd throw in with these wastrels? These Argir swine? For what? A scrap of land and a promise of peace?
Eivor, no! He should be tried before God, a lawful assembly. I won't have my reign begin with more blood spilt than is needed.
Another screeching scold. This man must die for the damage he has wrought. The old laws are clear.
These are Oswald's lands, to rule as king as he sees fit.
Does Eivor bow to kings?
To defy a king would shame him. East Anglia cannot heal without his honor intact.
And what of your honor, Eivor? How much are you willing to lose?
The rightful king of East Anglia has spared your life today, and so it will be.
Compassion is a virtue suited for anyone, Eivor, including you. Thank you.
I should speak with Oswald. See if he is well.
Thank you for heeding me, Eivor. I know the worth of such a gesture. All this is like a dream.
But you are not asleep.
Well fought, the both of you!
You came as well, old friend.
If I'd known you were still alive, I would have stayed in Norwich.
Look around you. A happy occasion and a glorious victory.
And soon, something more grand to take place. Our wedding, my love. If you will still have me, that is.
And why would I not?
I fought poorly. I melted under the heat and anger of that brute. And I never...
Oswald, stop. You fought with all your heart and soul. That's all you need ever do.
Come then. We have much to prepare for.
A bride to wed and a kingdom to lead. What some men wouldn't give for such things.
Countless men have died for them. And you, Finir, are you jealous of such things?
Hardly. My heart is afire, but my body aches. I desire only a long nap.
I saw a bale of hay back there.
Later, Abel. For now, I must see to the wounded.
Then I will see you at the wedding.
Aye, of course you will.
I should return to Elmenham. Oswald's wedding will soon begin.
the murdering heathen!
Wedding preparations in full bloom.
Come, the wedding is soon to start. Beautiful and worthy celebration, my lord.
Thank you. May this feast set a spirited tone for East Anglia's future.
Eivor! I'm so glad you've made it.
Greetings, mighty Eivor. I would join my axe to yours.
Show me your valor in battle and earn your place at the great table.
Just like you to keep a king waiting at his own wedding.
Yet I arrived in the end.
A part of me worried you wouldn't.
I told you I would see you crowned, and now here we are.
Without you, I'd be dead. Another wasted hope for East Anglia.
You look good, Oswald. Like a man about to marry a more powerful woman.
Do I? Because I'm nervous as hell.
Of all the battles a man can fight, the war against himself is the hardest to win.
I hereby name you man and wife, and as man and wife, I name you... Oswald of Elmenham, first of his name, the rightful king of East Anglia, with this Lady Valdis, soul, fist, and beauty of this land.
You've done it, Stuart. A king now sits on the throne of East Anglia.
Don't leave yourself out of this song. We did it together.
Back to your dreams, then, of fire and Helheim.
I lost my way some time ago. Hard to say when. I don't want to be here. I never did. This was Halfdan's dream. He ordered me to see it through. In my dreams, I'm sailing, remember? Wind in my beard, salt on my lips. I want that life again. Whether or not I find it, only time will tell. Until then, let us feast, drink, and forget our pain!
Eivor! Care for a challenge?
Eivor! Wolf-kissed, gaze upon my pots. They stand so strong. Unbreakable at this distance, no?
They are not, Brother. My arrows shatter whatever target they strike.
Even after draining so much meat, succeed and you shall be rewarded.
Keep your eyes open long enough to witness me, you drunken lout.
Yes, that's it! As with everything, an easy task for the wolf-kissed.
Barely a challenge.
Impressive, impressive. Here as promised. Now go enjoy the party.
Skål, Eivor! Let's have...
Your fist is without ale. Let us address that.
Surely a special kind of metal is required for drinking before the new king.
A metal not unlike your own.
To Odin and his endless glories.
And the new king of East Anglia. May his reign be long and good. Not bad, Wolf-kissed. I wager you couldn't drink more than me if you tried.
A fool's wager.
A challenge nonetheless. What say you?
I will drink you under the table.
Confident, are you? Let us see how you fare against the ale beast of East Anglia. And we'll make it interesting. Put your silver where your mouth is. What say you?
Silver, such tiny ambition. Do it for the skulls that will sing songs of our superior bellies.
Then let our guts live forever in their tales. Come, let the making of a legend begin.
You're sweating. Staggering already. The ale here, it's strong, but I am stronger.
Aye, stronger than me. You drink as well as Valdis. Now that I would pay to see. The boar represents fertility. Did you know that?
As does Freyr. What's your point?
You impress me, Eivor. Your battle wisdom, your strength of character, skilled in so many ways. Yet I wonder, is there any skill of mine that I could impress upon you?
Even a fool has something to teach, whether they're aware of the lesson or not.
Hey. But I could show you how to wield my plow sword.
Have another horn of mead, brother. It's brewed with clover and raspberry, they say.
Did you hear what I... Yes, it's good.
Keep that up.
Wait, did you hear? Did my brother just call me? I think he... You know I should go. Brother!
Behold, how light-footed I am! You're as light-footed as a bear in a birch tree. These are the moves of Elmenhar.
Eivor! Some sweet wine for a sweet swine? Come join me! The Saxon god wanders somewhere up here, does he not? I haven't seen him.
They like to say he moves with mystery.
Look! The moon! It moves untroubled now. But one day it will be eaten by a giant wolf and the nights will be black forevermore.
Are you all right?
I've tasted glory once again. And it was good.
I'm glad to hear it. Now...
I always felt like Skoll or Hati. Chasing and trying to fulfill Halfdan's wishes. But now I've caught my sun and moon. I've got them and I don't know.
You can let them go. Sail to a further shore.
My longship's in Valhalla. Don't you remember? Firestarter.
Come on, let's get you to solid ground.
Everything's spinny. You're very strong.
You're very large.
Sorry for this, Eivor. I've had one last glory. I should be happy. I am happy. Thank you.
It need not be the last.
Not the last.
Enough fun and games. I should see how Oswald is doing.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It has been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I am ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come, join me. Friends, honored guests, we've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now. In all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults. But the king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
I am not one to bask in the glow of another's triumph. But I will say this, East Anglia is safe. Under his protection, under his guidance, under his wing, the good King Oswald will keep you safe for many moons to come.
To Oswald! Skull!
Skull!
Skull! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
My king. The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn. Oswald! King of sheep fuckers! Show your eyes! I challenge you.
I accept.
Oswald is king, and a king must have a champion. I will fight in his stead.
He challenged me, Eivor.
Your fight is bigger than this, Lord. You must rebuild East Anglia plank by plank, and a dead king cannot keep his oaths. Let me finish this.
Oswald, you gutless Arya swine! I'll slay the wolf-kissed, then hang you with your own tongue. You! Always getting in the way! East Anglia can burn for all I care!
I wish it had not come to this. So much death, so much anger.
What is done, is done.
You're leaving now.
I should. Your wedding should be a day of peace and happiness. Today I lack both.
Eivor, you've done East Anglia a great service. I promised you an alliance, and now you have it.
And one day I will need you to make good on that alliance. I should find Finir, say goodbye before I leave.
Ah, greetings, Eivor.
You're missing the festivities.
I've had my fill.
It's as much yours as it is Oswald's.
I was a crumbling man, Eivor. Before all this, I thought I'd die a tired old failure. But now, my heart burns bright with newfound fire. I want to live hard, die
Glory cares not
fierce.
for age, Finir. Sail with me. My ship could always use a wise head and a strong axe.
Together,
Together.
I'll gather my things.
Seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news. You seem sad, Gunnar.
I am. Sven was a good friend to me over the years.
Was?
Oh no, Eivor. You've been away. Sorry to say. Sven passed away not 2 nights ago in his sleep.
No. How is Toby?
Taking it hard, very hard. You ought to go and have a... Anyhow,
What have you got for me today?
Ah, that one's pretty good. Is that what you want? Ready for battle.
I must be on my...
May they sing of your deeds and my craftsmanship.
Eivor, have you seen Wallace?
You're a good boy.
Do you not know fine millinery when you see it, Rohan? I could trade that hat for 2 of your horses.
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Ha! Raw disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does the cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
in Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A Philly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you'll...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We are done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting after all, in some wish?
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite the character.
I almost envy him. to see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns.
Let's not walk too far with that idea.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Ealdorman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
Yes, I'd heard. The poor man. I wish I could have spent more time with him before the end.
I think we all wish that. Tovi most of all.
I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham asked that I travel to London. What do you know of it?
A wild city. One that Halfdan Ragnarsson tried to claim for himself years ago.
Hytham claims the city is overrun by a... He asked that I track them down and kill them. Doing so may help the honest...
In a city so chaotic, it is worth a try. Approach by the North Gate and
I will.
Good. I await your return.
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. And
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I
don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandebridge.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. Now, what was it you need?
Randvi, take a break. Let's make for Grandebridgeshire and get you out of this musty room.
Do you mean now? Right?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this, so why not? Stretch your leg.
I did ask, didn't I? You're right. Lead the way, Eivor.
Follow me. We won't take the long ship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me. Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day in the Longhouse.
We'll need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grandebridgeshire. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Swimming?